bad, 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 heavy duty on the mic. Give it to him.
You ain't gonna give it to him.
Come on, heavy. You were supposed to drop one, baby.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that right now.
Why is that, man?
Not right now. I got it coming. Y'all just hold up. It's coming.
It's been 2 years, man.
I'm telling you, it's been coming for 2 years.
Well, I mean, but it's coming.
We went through a whole pandemic and we still ain't got no bird.
Maydale Leonard, who's that?
Look, that's my brother on my mama iPad.
What's up, Michelle Shorts?
Man.
What's going on?
Wow. They come
Freddie,
in
what's
like
going
that.
on, man? From Ghana. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got to come see
What's
y'all.
up
Doc.
from Ghana? What's happening, Ghana?
We got to see you, man. We got to come over there, Doc.
Boy,
What's up, Carlton? What's going on, bro?
Ghana, I might not come back home.
Man, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Four Black Guys Show. We up in the house, man. People are in this piece. What's up, What's up, Miss Mac? Hope you had a good birthday the other week.
Happy birthday. Belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday to you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Four Black Guys, everybody.
Four Black Guys show in the house. What's good? Oh,
What's going on? Everybody put your fours up for me right quick. Even if you're at home and we can't see you, we want you to put the fours up. Boom. Babizzle. What's going on, everybody? Stephen Myers up in the house with you, man. So glad that y'all are in the house with us one more time.
Wait. Why does my arm look flicked? Like, you see that part right here?
Yeah, I see it where it's light, and then yeah, I see it.
It is what it is.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me put that down. That's making me self-conscious.
You ain't got no sound? I'm sorry to hear that.
We got sound. That might be
Mama Leonard. Anyway, what's going on? I'm gonna go through my spiel right quick. Thank you all for stopping through, man. If you're on Facebook, please hit like and subscribe. Even if you feel like it, please go ahead and share the link. Everybody, share the show. Trying to get our numbers up, man. Maybe make sure we can reach everybody that needs to be reached. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you will know when we have gone live. Oh, look at it. He drinking his tea with his pinky up, y'all. He all fancy tonight.
This is gonna be one of them nights, huh?
Oh,
pinky up.
What'd you say?
It's gonna be one of them nights, man.
What kind of tea is that?
I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Said Mac Leonard was on your mama's iPad.
That's Mac on my mama iPad.
Oh, ain't that sweet? Michelle had given a happy belated birthday to Miss Edwina. That's what we talking about here in the Four Black Guys, man. We are family. This family up in this.
Our listeners are spreading the love. We appreciate your family.
We appreciate y'all, man. For real, man. So
don't get it twisted. You get talked about too. So they just talked about. What was? Oh, Dilson. You see how they just talked about me. So,
But your crooked finger.
It's not even straight. Y'all see how this part turns?
Right.
Hold on. This part is it's not even.
Nanu.
You fall out. Nanu.
Oh, I can do that part. But look how that looks, man. It's like my arm going this way.
There you go. You had froze for a minute.
There you go.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike? So
I guess my brother has burned his iPad out, so he's going over there and stolen my mama's iPad. Now my mama ain't got nothing to play bingo on or play the virtual slot machine on. So my brother got it. Well, you're a bum.
I don't know what, man. I think I want to buy a rooster.
Oh, here we go.
Now,
wait. I named the show tonight So Random for a purpose.
Okay. That was random.
So here we go. Go ahead. Why do you want to buy a rooster?
I don't know. I have no idea why. I just want a rooster.
You
I'm
want a
inclined to
rooster?
believe he'll do it because remember when he got the cat, that was random too. He just all of a sudden
Oh, he don't have a
someday
cat no more. The
just
cat
jumped
gone.
across the screen.
No, I got a cat and a dog now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You about to pick the cat up?
No.
Oh boy, that's random right there too. Then we talk to him about that.
How many shows you come on that somebody's randomly drinking out of a
Hey
jug?
man, we had a whole conversation about the milk jug.
We did.
We had that's what
We
I'm
had a
talking.
whole conversation. Can you have like a modicum of class? I mean,
Says the
And not
one
be
who
so
sips out
you
a
know?
kid's sippy cup.
Yeah, just the one to drink liquor out of sippy cup. So
but I ain't turning up a whole milk jug of water. You have some couth about yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to
That he.
Oh, I know what that is. That's that chai tea.
That's that chai tea.
no, it's passion. It's passion tea.
Passion tea.
Yeah.
What that do?
I think the older I get, I'm transitioning from coffee to tea because coffee seems to be a diuretic.
I like
Yeah.
coffee.
It goes,
And it's
it goes.
also a appetite suppressor.
If you don't put all the sugar and stuff in it.
Well, I'm not. Steve, I'm not. It's
I
just
know.
when I drink it, it goes straight through me. Then my stomach goes, and you be in a session, you go,
Be right back.
So you saying
keep talking. I'll be right back. That's what I said.
Just keep talking. I hear you. I hear you. Just keep talking. I'll be back.
so your stomach starts speaking in tongue.
Yes, sir. Man, my stomach was so loud today, guys. I know this may not. Okay, my
Oh, here
stomach
we
was so
go.
loud today. I had to tell Alexis to play smooth jazz.
Wow. To cover it up.
Yeah, man. Okay. All right, that's enough.
Carlton wants to know, is that moonshine in your jug?
no, I can only
No,
drink
but I got some around here, Carlton.
about once a month.
I can go
Once a month,
downstairs and
take a
come
sip.
right back up with some if you so desire.
It's innocent. It's innocent, man. I promise you. It's simply tea. It is, however, a preacher concoction where when I used to finish preaching, I put like 8 hulls in my tea and a fresh squozen. Is it squozen or squeeze? Squozen lemon.
Squeezed.
But it's past tense. And when I'm
Squeezed.
talking-
ED.
There's no such thing.
Okay, y'all English majors. Okay.
Yeah. That's about the only thing I made an A in for real, other than band and PE.
One time at band camp.
One time in band camp, yeah.
So I do put hulls in it. I do. Open me up. That's an old preacher. When you get through preaching, you shouldn't drink nothing cold. Old
Right.
preachers taught me that. And then I don't care, even like the fall, you notice how when preachers leave. I thought you went to J.O., man.
No, Inslee, baby.
Inslee. Yeah.
We Inslee. All of my folk Inslee graduates.
Hey, y'all remember the preachers? And Steve gonna be doing it in a minute. You remember how the preachers, when they get through preaching, they put their hat on, they rap, and they walk out the church.
Are you serious? What's all that about? I remember
Call up
that.
the voice, man. Like, you gotta protect this, dude. It's like singers.
Shoot, boy, you
It's
old.
like singers.
That's your money. You gotta keep your money.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Mike wants to know if he can come hear us at the bike club, Mario.
Hey man, shush. We ain't putting all my business out there, but yeah. I told your daddy to tell you. Everybody don't know my business. Yeah, you can come. $5.
$5. Okay, so guys, well, let me know. I mean, we 10 minutes into the show, man, with just random stuff, and that's how our show goes. So, Mario, how was your weekend, man?
I'm glad the week was over. The weekend was too short.
Absolutely agree.
Absolutely too short. Busy weekend, good weekend. We got in a good rehearsal. Me, you, and the fellas got in a good rehearsal. That was good. Church opened back up for me today. So,
did you get saved again?
I'm always saved.
You probably need to get saved all over.
I'm always saved. What? Remember that text I sent you? He's heard my cry and pitied my every groan. So, and anyway, yeah, church opened back up today, man. Got in church. And we had an awesome time in service today. Awesome time. So, there you go, man. There you go.
Okay, all right.
I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't think anybody kind of wants to go to work tomorrow.
But anyway, there you go.
Okay, all right then. Lovejoy.
I don't think anything spectacular happened except.
Yes, it did.
I woke up this morning clothed in my right mind.
Oh, hey. Come on. Come on in here.
Who stole my Honda?
That's old Baptist right there, son.
Yeah, still have the activities of my land.
Activities of my land.
Your bed wasn't your cooling board.
Your bed wasn't my
your mouth.
Come on, boy.
Your bed wasn't your cooling board.
Still in my right mind. Don't ask everybody that, but I still in my
right. Your tongue wasn't glued to the roof of your mouth. Huh? That's some old Birmingham Baptist.
That's some old church right
old
there.
Birmingham Baptist. My tongue wasn't glued to the roof of my mouth. Huh?
Hey, man.
Be like, what?
Good.
All right. I've always questioned that. Like, what does that mean?
Still here, guys.
Okay. All right.
Good week, man.
All right. Mr. Fred James.
Man, everything was everything, man.
Everything is.
Nothing spectacular.
How was yours?
To get out the music video today.
You did a video?
I was able to get out and shoot a music video today. So.
Really? How did that go for you?
That was me with a camera. It went dope. Really good.
It was dope. It was me with a camera. It was really dope.
What type of video again?
Right. Music video.
Oh, music. Okay, all right. I couldn't quite hear that music part.
What did you think he said?
I thought he said midget at first.
Oh no.
Midget video.
You shot a what video?
Yeah.
Hey, it was a short video. Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, you about to start some stuff.
Right.
Hey, have any of y'all ever farted sitting here and then wished you could get up and get out the way of the smell?
I ain't gonna leave you, James.
I appreciate it. I just thought I'd ask. That's all.
So random.
I ain't gonna leave you like that, bro.
It's gonna be one of these shows, man.
See, I'll tell them that y'all have never been sitting here doing this show and farted, and it stank so bad that you wanted to get up and get out the way, but you couldn't because we on the show.
No, because I just go ahead and do it. Who gonna smell it?
Right. See, it's the addendum you put on the back of it.
Right.
The question should have been, have y'all been on here and farted? Then you would have probably got a more, but you put the addendum on it of the smell, and so then no, I have not.
Flatulence. We are having a conversation about flatulence. Right. Go ask your mama.
Okay, so look, let's go through some stuff, man. I got.
Well, see, you ain't say how yours was, man.
I'm gonna put it all in there.
Okay.
So let's get the first thing out the way. Roll Tide. I mean, you know, they are the SEC champions. Well, you know, you gotta give credit too, man.
See, okay. We shouldn't have to have this conversation
while
we are live. But James, would you mind going to get a cup?
No, I can't.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask.
Okay.
See, okay.
Okay.
You know
Give
what?
it up to the Crimson Tide once again, becoming SEC champions. James, what you be? He wants to know what you eating that causing all the flatulence, Doc.
Hey man, I like milk, so if I drink a glass of milk or something before the show, you know what I'm saying, it just
Why
be
are you
sitting
even
there.
drinking cow puss?
Oh,
Yes. Absolutely.
Michelle says, my husband and his brother went to a professional basketball game at the BJCC tonight. He said it was a great game experience. Unfortunately, they lost, but still good. I heard that there was a new basketball team.
Okay, let me do this now that that's been brought up. Okay, the new team is the Birmingham Squadron. Okay,
the Birmingham what?
The Birmingham Squadron. They with the G League. Now, I need everybody who's listening to us to know Birmingham already has a semi-professional basketball team, the Magic City Surge, owned by a young black woman by the name of Kimberly Meadows. We have a team. The mayor knows we have a team. Everybody knows we have a team, but they're not supported.
Those are facts. I've been to the games.
So we have a semi-pro team here.
Yes, this is their fourth year.
And what's their name?
The Magic City Surge.
Okay, so why isn't the city pushing them?
Well, I got a few owned by a young black woman. Maybe.
Oh, that's why. It's a black-owned. What kind of league is it?
Semi-professional, ABA.
Really? Where and when do they play? I promise you, there has not been one commercial, one radio advertisement.
Well, I can say there has been social media and TV commercials because I shot.
I'm about to say, yeah, there's been
so I'm just saying there has been. The problem is that and people can say what they want, man, but this city, I think it's because of who owns it, the reason why they don't push it. Sheila Smoot is one of the announcers for it at most of the games.
Really?
I just think basketball, this city is a tough town to put basketball and baseball in. Because there's just so much football that takes over. And I think it'll drown. You know what I mean? You really gotta push the whatever basketball team or any other team outside of football for it to work here in Birmingham. We are totally football, man. Between the HBCUs, the Auburn, Alabama, and then I'll throw in UAB just cause. Man, what?
Okay. Well, here's my issue.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we keep flirting with these USFL team? You know, we had Birmingham Stallions back in the day. I think it was a team or two before the Birmingham Stallions.
Yep.
Why do we keep flirting with these USFL teams? And they tend to have success, but then the league will collapse or something like that. Why do we keep flirting with those and but not get a professional team? We can have a professional team here. I'm listening.
The reason why Steve just said, unless it's college football, unless it's Alabama or Auburn, the city doesn't even support UAB the way they're supposed to.
Right.
So unless it's
a professional football team. This town will support a professional football.
Where they gonna play?
I don't think so. I don't think so, Mario. Like you said, because we've had plenty since I've lived here. There's been at least 3 to 4 semi-pro teams here, and even we had arena football, whatever the heck that was. But it just will not be supported because all the college teams suck up all the air, man. I mean, we even had one of our pro people. What was his name? That lived here in Alabama. What was it? Was it rape? Was it one of those rabies? I can't think. But we had a professional football player here in the city, and he was on one of the teams, and they still didn't support it. That's because college sucks up all the air. You may add this to the stream, Fred.
Yeah. See, that's them there.
Magic City Surge.
Honestly, I've never heard.
I've never heard of them either. How long have they been a team here in the city?
This is their 4th year.
4 years?
Yep.
We've had a semi-pro basketball team for 4 years. Now, this is a female team?
No,
No,
man.
yeah.
4 years.
Female
And I'm
coach. They
just
play out
hearing
at
about
Winona. They play at Winona most of the time I've seen them.
We know the high school?
Yep.
They don't even get to play in an arena?
Dude,
They were supposed to be set up to start playing at Fair Park, but
Right.
again, the city kind of squashed that.
Huh?
Shame on Birmingham. Shame on you.
And so don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't have no problem with people supporting the squadron, but I just want people to know that we have a semi-professional team here.
And what is the squadron
so my
again?
question-
A G League?
Yeah, squadron is G League.
G League is a what kind of team? What is that? I'm not a sports guy.
It's like the minors for the NBA.
Oh.
So why?
So a lot of the players go to the G League first, and they'll play in the G League, and then sometimes teams will come down, pull players out of the G League to come play with them.
Got you. Okay. So why is not the Surge a G League team? It's just a
Surge is semi-professional. So
That's
you
a
do
whole-
have a lot of NBA teams that do pull from the ABA too. It's the
Okay.
American Basketball Association.
Right.
So a lot of NBA teams will pull for them. A lot of the players that was playing for the Surge, a lot of them had went to the NBA, got cut, came back and started playing for the ABA, tightened up their game, and then
And
went back.
Went
Right.
back to the NBA.
So James, let me ask you a question. Why hasn't there been like a push from even the black community to support this sister that owns a black team?
Like what Steve said, it's not football. Even the black community doesn't. Their first year was a decent year. People pushed it. It was kind of, people were showing up at the games, but then it just died on. Kimberly is actually funding most of this herself, her and her husband. Her husband is a musician too, and they kind of just do it themselves and kind of go off try to sell tickets or whatever to keep the team going. And now that the squadron is in town, it's like,
that might be a killer.
right.
They finna suck the air out of the room now.
Yeah, really.
Right. And so it's hard, but she's still pushing, man. It's just without the support from the city, it's gonna be rough.
Mm.
So, and I may be stretching this a little bit. So why hasn't the mayor? And I'm not talking about just because he's black, but why hasn't the mayor given this particular team a platform?
Because Mayor Woodfin is all about pleasing these white folks. I don't care what nobody got to say about it. Mayor Woodfin is all about pleasing these white people. Period.
Because I asked the question, James, why didn't we sink? I said we because I'm a Birmingham. Why didn't we sink the money that we built this little half-cocked stadium into like a Legion field and build the area up, stimulate that particular area of town? That's historical.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't we sink that money into already existing? It's legendary. Why didn't we put that money in there to get a return off the money for the city?
Because the white people are telling him to tear it down and put a park there.
That's crazy. As much money as that place has generated over the years.
And continues to generate.
And continues to generate because the Magic City Classic brings somewhere 90
Hands down,
million
that
dollars.
shit-
And this new stadium can't even hold the amount of people
Hold that.
that
Right.
come.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree. I was at Mario's birthday party, and I was like, okay, how many people does this thing hold? They said like 40-some thousand. Is that correct?
Right.
You don't have parking for 40,000 people.
Nope.
No.
That
The
makes
first day they opened that stadium, the city had tow trucks lined up out there towing people's cars. So people
What
were
kind of
parking
sense
in
did
places.
that? Yes. What kind of sense did that make? That was you built a new stadium.
That's
You don't
money for the
have
city. You got to pay for it. That's how you pay for it.
right. You don't have adequate parking, so when people park where they can park, you tow them. Oh,
tow.
okay. And then you wonder why. And don't get me wrong, I love my city. But then you wonder why people leave here and go to neighboring places like Atlanta or Nashville or you know,
Yep.
they leave here and go to neighboring places. Because sometimes we make some ass backwards decisions as not only as a state, but just our city. Some ass backward decisions. I don't get a lot of them. And a lot of them
listen to these folks.
Huh?
He gonna listen to these folks, and they're gonna tear that, and they're gonna tear Legion Field down.
They're gonna tear Legion Field down, and then try to put the Magic City Classic over there at Protective Stadium, which cannot hold it. Then your city has just lost the single biggest money maker that it has.
Yes.
Hands
Absolutely.
down. So
Absolutely. So you know what Huntsville is doing?
it
Huntsville
should
is
be beefing up infrastructure.
redirecting its resources and making Huntsville an outside entertainment district, like your Marylands, your Virginias, places like that where a lot of entertainment can be brought to the city, thus creating more revenue for the cities, having more concerts. Once upon a time, that was Old Mountain Amphitheater.
Right.
Once upon a time, that was Birmingham, Alabama. And so now you got Huntsville, I think that has surpassed Birmingham. We getting a new $700 million zoo that's going to put Birmingham to shame.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have research labs, and they got Auburn, they got A&M partnering with them so they can come there and have research, do research on different new technology.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just afraid Birmingham is.
Well, they said with this last census that the last census that was taken, Huntsville surpassed Birmingham.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of funds now will be headed to Huntsville.
Yeah, man.
Birmingham surpassed Huntsville. Birmingham Zoo sucks. Yes, it does.
Overflow.
Yes,
Matter of fact, we was up there a year ago, 2 years ago. We came up to Huntsville. Yeah.
Huntsville.
We rocked that arts entertainment, whatever it's called, a sawmill or some kind of mill that was up there.
Mm-hmm.
We came up there, man, and we rocked the show, dude. We killed it up there.
That was pre-pandemic, wasn't it? That was right before the pandemic.
You're right.
Well, let me ask you this then. Do y'all think the mayor has another term in him? Or
Mayor who? Birmingham?
Yeah.
He just
won.
Right.
Just won it. He
did.
Won.
Yeah.
He just won the second. This is
He just won the second term. He won a second term and hired the same police chief. Same Birmingham is running up about. We had 5 homicides this weekend.
Edwina said even the animals don't want to be there.
Right.
Wow.
Hey, the line's like, wow.
Hey man, they saying this thing is supposed to be. They saying this thing up here is supposed to be over 200 acres.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And they're gonna do it in phases because it's so big.
Where they gonna put it?
It's land.
It's more land than you can shake a stick
I
at.
I know there's a lot of land. I'm trying to figure out. They would have to put it on that back end.
No, James. When you come up on 565, when you come off 65, you start traveling on 565. Look over in that area where, check this out, where Buffalo Rock Distribution Center is going to be.
Right.
There's about 2,000 acres right behind it.
So they're gonna put it back there. Okay.
And it's going to be in that area where Polaris has built.
Polaris is that
area that Mazda built. It's going to be over there. So all these plants and stuff are starting to come here, which is creating jobs.
Yeah.
And people are moving here. FBI going to move 5,000 agents here in the span of the next five years.
Not to
We
mention,
moving to Huntsville.
isn't SpaceX
Right.
supposed to be building another building?
Yes.
Huntsville gonna be the boom.
It really is. I mean, Birmingham has sat on its laurels for a bit too long.
Right.
It's taking them too long to catch up, and they are trying to do things, but the powers that still run the city behind the scenes want to still keep Birmingham a good old boy town.
And I don't understand why people didn't listen to Larry Langford. Larry said there's no point in another open air stadium. We got Legion Field. So if we're going to build another stadium, it needs to be a dome.
Yeah.
You see what they did? You see what they did to Larry when he opened up his mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
He was trying to bring too much. He was trying to progress the city too far, too fast.
Like, boy, you need to stay over there in Fairfield.
Boy,
That's what you need to
They
Yeah,
need to
that's
stay
exactly
over there
right.
and look, our Negroes is good here.
do. You stay in
You come in here
Fairfield.
stirring up our good Negroes.
Yep. Exactly right.
And real, I mean, I'm being facetious, but really,
Real talk.
you know,
That's real
Larry
talk.
Langford had a lot of good ideas
He did.
to
I thought he would
progress
have been
the
awesome
city
for
forward. He was
Alabama.
really going to make, in my opinion, well, not in my opinion, in everyone's opinion, make Birmingham a viable spot, tourist.
Right.
Tourist.
Yes.
Look,
I
they
think
locked them
I think
up.
we had a
Exactly.
chance. I think we had a chance to catch up with like in Atlanta.
Atlanta,
Wow.
exactly.
You
We
talking
did.
about Huntsville or Birmingham?
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Okay.
Larry
Yeah.
Langford was running the show.
Yeah, man.
I think Birmingham had a chance to catch up and be. I don't even put them in the shadows of Atlanta. I think we had a run for, and then they shut them up.
They
There you
sure
go.
did. They locked him up.
Then you ended up with William Bell getting put in a headlock by a city council member and stuff. And now you got this sissy
Watch
kid. Yep, wait a minute.
Watch it.
Okay. I'm
Easy,
Careful.
easy.
Easy.
sorry.
The Steve, go ahead and give your
Sorry.
disclaimer.
Oh yeah, the thoughts and opinions on this show do not
Excuse me, y'all.
do
They
not
went and got
represent jobs or businesses that we may be a part of. These are only for this show and for entertainment purposes only.
But I will say, man, Woodfin had a good game when he first ran because he fooled a lot of us. He really did, man. Like when me and him sat and talked, but I was taking pictures of him and stuff. Me and him sat and talked, man. He ran all types of good games. Sounded real good. He was a young dude, had the suits on with the chucks. My sons liked him because he used to wear it because he wore the chucks. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. And you know, nigga ain't but 17 years old. So
Watch
so
it.
he was the cool guy. But that dude, man, got in here, crime went up and everything. And it was crazy because he ran. He said when William Bell was mayor, Woodfin said that the increase in crime is the mayor's problem. He said this when William Bell was still mayor. So now, when it's being said about him, oh no, it's the people's fault. The people won't tell on anybody. The people won't tell us who's committing the crime. So you tell me, you want me to tell on this nigga who you say just killed 3 people and is a menace, and you want me to tell on him? Okay.
Hey, let me ask y'all this though. So are they still in the old City Hall building downtown?
Same place.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And this
funny.
The one with the mural. The one with the mural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's funny how they would put money into that, a historical building, but you won't put money just 7 blocks down the road.
They are going to tear Legion Field. He does not care about Legion Field.
I don't
Period. He
It's a
don't care
historical
about Legion.
landmark. They're not supposed to be able to tear it down at this point. Just
Yeah,
like
They're gonna
Rick
figure out a way.
Field.
You know how they'll be able to tear it down, Mario? Watch what's
No.
gonna happen. They're gonna deem it unsafe.
Yeah.
Well, that be the case. Damn. So is Rickwood Field.
Mm.
Rickwood is being
Rickwood
used,
Field is
But look at
wood
this.
plank.
But look at this. Rickwood Field is not valuable.
and it's not being used.
It's just
It's
in
just
other words,
there.
he said,
He's in Rickwood Field. They'll shoot.
You
They'll
can
do a
rent
Rickwood.
out Rickwood right now, but it's not being used for it.
Mhm.
So Legion Field is being used. If they want to move the Classic, all he got to do is send the fire marshal in there and deem it unsafe.
Yep. Then they have to.
But
Move.
I don't think he'll shoot himself in the foot like that. Really, I don't.
They love him. They don't. These people don't care. They love the direction that he's taken. They love it. We're gonna put money into this downtown stuff. We're gonna build up this stadium that can't hold nobody, which is just UAB stadium for real.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then what?
So I was talking to a guy, Mario Parler, about this. And so what's happening is, all right, so they push out all the houses, like going into Norwood and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing out housing and putting up, what's the little golf place?
Yeah.
Top Golf.
Top Golf.
Top Golf. But watch this. Some of them jokers are getting smart. They're giving people lower than market value for their homes to move the black people out. Then they move back in and they have one of the well-built houses in the area, and then they bring value back to that particular community.
Lovejoy.
Push all the white people, all the black people out.
Lovejoy, check this out. I peeped that game back when I was married to my first wife, right? I was peeping the game because we rode through the area and I saw the preceders of that movement, which are the gay white men, right?
Yes.
They started
Yes.
coming
Back
in
into Norwood.
Right, they was in Norwood buying up the houses and fixing them up and living there. And I said, then my then wife, I'm like, we need to buy one of these houses.
Yes.
Because they're if I see them and they walking around with no problem at all, that means they are coming. You know what I mean? And we fought up and down about trying to buy a piece of property up there. Because now if you roll through there, dude, you're gonna see a lot of those houses are refurbished
and restored.
And
you know what I'm saying?
big
And
old
their
black
former glory. And see, that Norwood and all of that old area was that old steel mill money. Those were the execs of the steel
That's exactly
mill
right.
back in the.
Because my
30s
daddy
and
used to work
40s.
for a steel mill and had a house over there. You're exactly right, Mario. And you
That's
know
those are those old steel mill money and coal mine money from Tennessee Coal, which was U.S. Steel, all of them. So
guess what's gonna happen, guys? Mark my words. The white people going to city council meeting.
Oh, no doubt.
There's gonna be an ordinance where they're gonna make that area a historically district area.
Yeah.
Which is gonna cause the value of those homes to skyrocket.
Right.
Yep.
But they're pushing us out for pennies on the dollar to get us out of there. And notice, it's the older people who own those homes.
Yeah.
And so they're getting the young grandkids to say, hey, sell us that house for $10,000. Then the value will go up to $300,000, $400,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're structurally sound.
Yes.
Man, they pushing us out. But we letting them do it, guys.
Yeah.
That's because we don't have the education, man. It's the educational piece of it. You know what I mean? A lot of
nobody's teaching that stuff.
Right, exactly. And a lot of these kids now, man. I'm trying to teach my kids, man. You have to save for later because everything about them is immediate gratification.
Right.
And if you live that way, everybody that's listening, if you're looking for always what I want right now, you won't have that, as somebody would say, that fresh powder for later. You won't have that ammunition for later. If you're spending all your money right now, when deals come available, you won't have it, but you had them red bottom shoes. I keep going back to that, but I'm sorry. But you should always have something in the cut for when the deal comes up that's too good to be true. Man, you already got the money for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the wealthy make their money.
Right. Y'all see this big old we're gonna move on, but this big old crash that we just had in the stock market the past couple of days. A lot of folks that's in it sold out because they start seeing the market drop. You know what the rich are doing right now? Buying.
This is a buying time.
You know what I'm saying? They see the market go down, they freak out and they sell whatever or whatever. Now if you got money right now, you should get you some Apple. I'm not giving you any advice to what to do. This for entertainment purposes only. I can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold any stock. But I'm telling you, while the market's down like this, I would suggest if you get into it, buy something that's cheap because Tesla was at $4,000. something crazy like that.
Really?
If it drops 10%, guys, I mean, come get into that thing. Man. All right, I'm done. But we have to be wise and not be tragic consumers. Have something ready to invest in is all I'm saying.
So let me poke the bear again on this one. I think they could have sunk about $54 million into the old Caraway Hospital.
Ooh.
It was gone. It was too. They say it was too far gone, Tony.
That's what they said, Mario.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a bigger plan. So now, I guarantee you what they're saying now is we're just going to tear it down.
And turn it into a mixed use type of property. Office buildings, maybe apartments.
That's a dude that lived in Mountain Brook that got old money who made that decision to tear it down because they have an interest in the land. Y'all,
we need the land.
Property value is going up in that area.
Nowhere's about to blow for real. It's about to blow. It's gonna probably be the next Vestavia for real.
Hold on, she said those houses sell or resell at 400 and 500,000. Where, Michelle?
Norwood.
Where?
Norwood, I bet.
In Norwood now?
Yeah,
I houses for 20,000 or less.
I told you 10 years ago, 10 plus years, maybe even 15. You could have got houses for pennies on the dollar. There was gay white folks start coming in, buying the houses, bringing them back up to par, and now they selling them, dude. I'm telling you.
And I've said this, but I think I've said it on this show before. I made a delivery of some flooring over in Eastlake area. What is that? Eastlake Park? Eastlake Park. If you get off the interstate, First Avenue, if you keep going, it'll take you to the Dunkin' Donuts. Well, right off the interstate, you'll have the lake, Eastlake Park. You make a right turn and go back up in that community. It's some nice old big houses back up in there.
There's a name. I can't. What's the name of that place? I've been up through there, Mario. You are right.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
My mom lives in an assisted living right up in there.
In that area.
Through there, and I've seen those homes. Man, they're still structurally sound.
Yes, that's where I'm going. So I'm delivering this flooring. I'm delivering the flooring, and I go to this house, and they would look. You hear hammers and folks working on houses in this particular area. I mean, in this big white antebellum looking home with 4 or 5 pillars out front. That's where I was delivering the flooring, right? And so I went and I knocked on the door. I rang the bell or whatever, and the 30-something-year-old white guy came to the door. It looked like he was probably about 35. Came to the door, and we got, I got the flooring off for him or whatever. And I talked to him. I said, they doing a lot of construction around here. What's going on in the area? He said, well, I work at UAB. And they were giving employees incentives to move in this area.
Come on, man.
I said they did. Well, he said, yeah. He said, I bought this house off an incentive from UAB. Really? Now they wasn't giving us incentives because everything that was around and getting nails knocked in was white folk.
See, now can I give y'all? Can I just give you a tip? If you, and this for our whole audience that's watching. If you live or know somebody that lives in a kind of blighted area, your first sign that it's about to turn is when you have white people building houses in that area. That's your first sign, right? When you see white man or gay white man in that area, you should be getting ready to buy up. If you have the money, buy some property in that area or own your home. If you're in that home or you know somebody that's in that area and don't own their home, tell them to own their home.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's the area that's coming up. I promise you. I'm not lying to you. That's your first sign.
Look, she said white people jogging in Norwood now. See?
And I saw it over 10 years ago, Doc.
Look,
hey, so we saw what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? I'm not sure if y'all know the area that I'm talking about. but they have been building on this church since I was a little boy in Norway.
You talking about that one by
It's still being built on.
It's still being built on right there on the corner.
Right down the corner. Something's up with that dude. Because they've been building on that church since I was a little boy.
Yeah, I don't
And
know
nothing
what's
has
up.
ever, they'll do something for a moment, then they back off.
Yep.
Something's up with that, y'all.
Yeah, something's up with that. I don't know what it is.
Like the
Shay,
block
it-
down from the rallies on the opposite side from that
Yeah.
old rallies.
Yes,
I
sir.
knew exactly what you was talking about. That forever they've been building on that.
I want
I
to say
just
this,
want-
man. Let me put out a quick thing. I want to just thank everybody that's watching, man. We got some great numbers tonight. You're watching the Four Black Guys. If you're watching us on Facebook, please hit like, hit share. If you're on YouTube, man, please hit the subscribe button and knock out that notification bell so you know that you're on with us, man. We want to give a big
subscribe
up.
button, y'all. Hit the button.
Subscribe. If
Yeah,
you're on
hold on a second.
YouTube.
Do it again. Do it again,
Huh?
James. Fred. Say it again.
Jane.
Hit the subscribe button and stop playing all the time.
Yeah, bag that off before you drink that milk jug. Turn that damn milk jug.
So can I transition, guys?
Go
Are we
ahead.
good?
I think we exhausted that.
Yeah.
So I want to transition back because you asked me how my week was. Saturday, I had a little experience, and we're gonna talk about black businesses for a moment.
Let me get comfortable.
So I've had experience my past week. I've had experience with two black businesses that I've had issue with. One of them I'm not going to name because I'm kind of cool with these people, and I want to give them a chance to make it right. But needless to say,
Real quick before you go, I'm about to send you a link for Kim so she can come on and talk about the surge after you get done.
okay, tonight,
Yes.
awesome. Okay, that'll work.
All right. Go.
Just tell her to email me or something.
Yeah, we'll get her in the last half. Let her have that last part.
So, all right. So one, I have this guy that has a business, man. He came and did some work for me, and I shifted something that he worked for me on, and I'm not gonna say what came down because then that'll give away his business. But the work wasn't done properly, right? And this was a black business owner. I spent good money to have this work done, and the work was not up to par, I should say. And because I know this person, and I don't want to put them on blast just yet because I want to give them a chance to make it right. You know what I'm saying? But this person wanted to charge me $50 to come and fix the work that wasn't done properly.
I'm going to charge you to
Come and fix.
fix what they did not do right the first time.
Right.
BS. Go
So
ahead.
that kind of, I kind of felt a certain kind of way, right? My wife, my wife said I did feel a certain kind of way, and I still do. So she hot, right? I'm a little bit more long suffering than my wife. So we done fixed it already. So she is hot. She's back there yelling.
Stop, Tanya.
So I sent her the link, Fred. So I'm waiting for them to make this right. I shouldn't have to pay $50 for you to come fix work that wasn't done right the first way, right?
Right.
Here's my second issue this week. Me and my wife, we went to hear my daughter sing in a little choir over here in City Hall area of Alabaster. I went to a food truck, right? I got there, about 5:45? Event started at 6. My wife's already standing in line to get some food to order the food. We've ordered the food. It is now maybe 6:10-ish. The food, maybe 6. The food has been ordered. Huh? It's not. It ended at 7, baby.
In details, not important.
Okay, so we ordered the food. It's around 6 o'clock. We didn't get the food till almost 6:45, close to 7 when the event was over. The lighting of the tower was the end of the event, right? So from 6 to 6:45, I have been waiting for my food. I paid $60 for wings, fries, some fish, and some fries. $60, $14.50 almost per plate that I waited 45 minutes for. Now, granted, and I'm trying not to get upset. Granted, people that came after me got their food before me. All he sells is wings, fish, and hamburger. I get up, I go up to the man, I say, hey, bro, I've been waiting for over 30 minutes for my food. You know, when can I get it? He said, oh man, sorry, bro. We ran out of chicken. We had to drop some more. But even the guy that was directly behind me got his food before me. So what do you mean you didn't have any wings? So you lied to me. And then he said, man, we got you coming up. We got you. And so I don't mind waiting because it was decent food the first time we had it. Then after we got my food, I'm like, come on, guys, we just got to do better. He said, oh man, just give that man his food, man. We ain't got time for this. We ain't got time for this. And this was the guys in the truck. We ain't got time for this, man. We ain't got time for nobody like him. And then the dude says, it's always one of us, as I was walking away.
Really? Okay.
Black-owned truck now. This is a black-owned truck. I done spent $60 hard-earned dollars with y'all. And now you have, one, lied to me. Two, you have disrespected me. And then got the food home. The wings was not golden brown. They was brown. Almost near burnt.
Almost burnt.
So did you piss on the truck?
No, I did not piss on the truck, son. I would have got put in jail. We was right there at City Hall in Alabaster. That's a lot of good. There's a lot of children out there, a lot of good white folks, and a lot of cops out there. I would have been.
Okay.
So let's talk about black businesses. And I am going to talk about this truck because I'm have to, because I was disrespected. I wasn't going to put him on blast, but I'm going to have to put him on blast. And I hate to do it because it is a black business, but black businesses have to learn that you have to have quality service, period. And no matter what you do and no matter how you serve, you have to do people right. Because he don't know that I have a show.
Right.
That we have listeners that come in every week. And it is word of mouth that's better advertisement than any other advertisement.
Sure.
Absolutely.
What was the name again, honey? Eatabilities was the name of the truck. Eatabilities was the name of the truck that I spent $60 on. Got my food 45 minutes later. Was disrespected and lied to. When I'm watching you hand food out the truck. I'm watching you flip wings with flavor in them and handing them to people. I'm watching you.
Okay.
And no, Carlton, the guy that was behind me, he was black. Matter of fact, he was one of the youths I used to teach over at MTC, which is crazy.
Oh, that's special.
So I want to talk about black business for a minute. Are we doing what we need to do to really get the market and our market share that we deserve?
Well,
Repeat
I
that.
don't know about other black businesses. I know I do. Service, it's all about service to me. I mean, if I don't give you what you what you want, then it's simple. You tell me so I can fix it. And I mean, it's really that. I mean, to me, it's really that simple. It really is. Just tell me what's not right, so I can. If it's within my power, then I'm gonna fix it.
Then we fix it. I think customer service as a whole, black, white, or other, has taken a toll for the worse over the last 10 years, 20 years, I would even say. Definitely between 10 and 15 years. I hate to say this, I really do. And especially in our communities, we're not raising, and I'm on a soapbox, but I'm gonna tie it in. We're not raising our children to understand what to have basic morals and those basic principles. Be courteous, things of that nature. They talk to their mom and dad any kind of way. So if they go to somebody's job, how you think they're gonna talk to you? If they're talking to their mom or grandmom or the people in their family some kind of way. They're gonna talk to you in a kind of way. But in terms of business, I'm sorry, that was a soapbox. I ain't gonna lump all black businesses in there. Yeah, we gotta do better. Erica is a type of person, she's all about customer service. That's one of her pet peeves. If she does something, and it's not right or it's not the way you want it,
Facts,
she
Carlton.
she's one of those people that will go out of her way to make the situation right for you as much as she possibly can. But that's an old school. That's an old school mentality when it comes to business. When it comes to customer service, we don't have that respect in our community like that anymore for customer service anymore. It's not being taught. It's not being, and it trickles down. It trickles over into if you start your own business, you're not seeing that.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah, it's funny for me to see self-employed people that like you don't have good customer service in your business.
Right.
Go ahead, Dan. I'm sorry, bro.
I guess I have a way of thinking about customer service. Even when I started the church, I understood who was the base that we were serving and how they should be treated in coming into a church. Now, I just carry that same thing, and y'all know how I am about customer service. Before y'all put a piece of chicken in your mouth, I had survey cards on the table. Y'all tell us the ambiance, the aesthetics, the feel, the energy, where you greeted. How did you guys enjoy your experience at Brave? And I did that because you were the people we were serving. And I think that concept and that way of thinking has been lost, and it is a lost art when it comes to more specifically Black business. And it's almost like we feel entitled now.
Come on, man.
That because of the color of my skin, I'm supposed to do business with you. When your service is subpar and unprofessional.
Lovejoy, the blackosity that I
Black,
felt.
There you go. That's
Black privilege
The
of it all.
blackosity that I felt with this man.
The negrosity.
The negrosity.
the negrosity.
Of
I
what
like
I
it.
felt. Like
Yeah.
like I just need to take my food and shut up.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah. Yeah.
I waited 45 minutes for doggone chicken, and I almost missed my girl's doggone singing,
Right.
waiting for my food.
Right.
And now you don't thank you, sir, for giving me my chicken. Man,
Yeah.
get out of here, man.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
for
sir.
giving my chicken late.
We appreciate you for the chicken.
I'm like,
sir.
yo.
How
and
old
I
were
I
they?
really, I was so mad I couldn't think, and I should have turned back and said, yes, it is always one of us.
Yes.
But
Black
let me ask you
business.
this: around what age would you say these guys were?
See, now let me, and so there was one guy that was in there who was nice. He was hospitable. He looked to be about our age. You know what I'm saying? But it was the young one.
That's where I'm going with what I'm saying.
See, now he said, man, we shorthanded. I'm like, man, I understand you shorthanded, but once again, you have a business. It's not my fault that
Yeah.
you're
See?
shorthanded.
It's not their fault. Not my fault that you.
It's not my fault. And I was understanding. I waited 45 minutes I was gracious enough as a consumer, a patronage. I understand being short-handed, but man, you don't tell me, turn around and tell me kiss your behind after I paid $60.
I like that comment Mike just made. He put it up right before you started going in on what you were saying. And that was the point that I was going to get to. It's typically people within a certain age bracket, because Lovejoy, everything that you just said is what we learned coming up about customer service.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But we fall in a certain age bracket.
Sure. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Hey,
You understand
Kim,
what
I
I'm
see
saying?
you
We
down there,
fall
Kim.
in a
I see
certain
you.
age bracket. We operate under some older school principles
Yeah.
than a lot of these 30 somethings. You know what I'm saying? And below. So,
Yeah.
well, go ahead.
Even when I was delivering pizza, guys.
Y'all butt old though, so you know that
Say
I
that
said
again.
y'all are butt old. So
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it
you know,
because
customer
with
service.
age
What
comes
did he
certain
say?
things and certain
Wisdom.
awards and credentials that comes with age. So I'll take
Well,
it.
yeah, when you live a long time, you see a lot of stuff. I
Yeah,
understand.
absolutely. Okay, I'll take it every single time. But here's to my point. Even when I was serving pizzas, Mario, for Papa John, I could be
No,
7
sir, you
minutes
were not.
early.
Papa John's was not alone back then.
Okay, this is what okay, James.
I love you.
Listen, sir,
Love
if you close your
Wait,
fucking
sir.
mouth and listen to what I'm about to say, you will understand the principle by which I'm trying to illustrate. Thank you, sir.
Youngster.
So
Yes, sir.
when I was delivering pizza for Papa John's, what I would do as a delivery job, even if I was 7 minutes earlier, I would get to the door. I apologize for the delay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 7 minutes early, but because of superior customer service skills, guess what they would do? The tip would be even more,
Right.
because I paid attention to that. I gave customer service, then I apologized for the delay. Pizza Hut, your doorman, your delivery guy is professional.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the principles, Mario, that we were instilled. I just wonder why we didn't pass those things along.
I don't know, Doc. It was a breakdown somewhere from us to our children's generation, or that
Well,
generation
that
just
means
under us.
it's got to be our fault then, if there was a breakdown.
Hey,
And I'm not putting that. And
hey,
I'm not.
I
And I'm
agree.
not saying that on an individual level, because I know individually, you know, Mario, I know how you taught your kids. Lovejoy, I know. I'm just saying that if there was a breakdown, then it has to be us.
It has to be us. I agree.
You know what I'm
I agree with
saying?
that. I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that.
Well,
All right,
let's look at it.
that was my soapbox for the night.
Well,
Okay.
but Steve, didn't that have like this aroma of arrogance and entitlement? And that burns you like Negro.
Dude, I was hot. I did not sleep Friday night. I was hot all night long and couldn't wait to come here and put them on blast to do that, because I don't like to do that, but I have a level of pettiness that I have to reach every month, and so this does it.
Okay. I get it. But I wonder then, Mario, with this next generation, what happens? So does it get worse before it gets better?
The pendulum always swings. If the pendulum was swinging to the right, it's always got to swing back the other way just as far. So if we were operating here, it has to get worse before it gets better.
So let me do this.
Or let me ask you this: are we at the low point now?
Ooh, I hope it don't get any lower.
I think we're at the lowest point.
Though, Mario.
I think we're at the low point now.
Yeah.
So let me do this.
we're
Let me
at
do
the-
this in all fairness. Let me do that. If anybody's watching this from Eatabilities, I think that was the name of the truck. If you want to come on the show and straighten this out, we can do that.
Boy, ain't nobody wanna
I'll
do
be
that.
happy to
Right
do
now,
that.
you're not looking too good.
Now, please,
Right
now,
now,
we
you're
got
not looking too good. Eatability,
right. You might want to come on and straighten yourself out. Right. Yeah.
But don't come on with an
that's
attitude
all.
and defensive.
Don't
Right.
please don't do that.
Because I got receipts. Just I'm giving you an opportunity. But as of right now, black people, with our food trucks, we gotta do better. Now we got a very good surprise, guys. Didn't know this was gonna happen tonight. We have the owner of the Magic City Surge on with us so she could talk about the basketball team.
Let's talk about
So I'm
it.
excited, man. We got, man, this is the For Black Guys show, man. This is what we do, man. This is what we do. Everybody put your hands
from her. I really want to hear from her.
right. Here she comes. Everybody put your hands together for Miss Kimberly up in here. Yay! Oh, you got to bring that camera down a little bit. There we
Right.
go.
I'm sorry.
I would
See
stand
that?
up and give you a round of applause, but I ain't got on. Never mind. I got on some shit.
Kim, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Man,
Awesome.
we're
Great.
doing good.
Glad you're here with us so you can talk
Yes,
about
yes.
this.
Yeah.
Kim, I had to get you on here because everybody was talking about the squadron today, and it's burning my skin.
Yeah, I can see you.
That's
Yeah.
just dirt. You need to take a shower, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I'll do that later. But the fact that we've had a team here, 4 years now? Yeah.
4 years.
And it's like nobody's heard of it, and that's a load of crap to me. It really is. It's a load of crap, man. And I told them I got to try to get you on here so you can tell them about it.
Please tell us about the team.
Okay, so let me give you a little history about sports, specifically basketball in Birmingham. We actually had professional basketball in Birmingham since I have been able to research all the way back to 1947. I want to say it was the Birmingham Skyhawks was the first team that we had. Then we had one in 48. So pretty much every year we might skip a couple years, but we have a professional team. They're rarely ever locally owned or black owned, of course.
You can say that
But-
word.
You can say that out loud.
Okay,
can
or
say
black
that.
owned.
Mhm.
And actually, towards the early 2000s, we got some black owned teams here in the city, and they might have lasted a season, half a season, but nobody typically on that level, which is these semi-professional teams, they don't last over a season in Birmingham. So we've been here 4 seasons. And I think that's important to start this off with so you can understand why we're still here. And it's not that I'm waiting on people to support me or I'm hoping they're supporting me. What we're doing is it's not about them. It's about who we're doing it for. So Magic City Surge is a semi-professional men's basketball team. We are part of the historic ABA, the American Basketball Association. As you know, they merged with the NBA around 1976.
Yep.
In 1999, the NBA relicensed a new ABA to come back. So when we started in 1999, there were about 12 teams that started their season in 2000. And today we are the world's largest professional sports league ever, with over 175 teams in the world. So we have a ABA Canada, an ABA Mexico, an ABA Australia. There's about to be an ABA Africa and Philippines. And then, of course, we have the United States. So we're all over, we're global, which gives guys lots of exposure to be able to travel overseas. There is a 1% chance that any athlete will become a professional player. And the hardest sport to get into is basketball.
Wow. Why is that? You know?
Well, you got to keep in mind the roster is very small. Usually they stick with their same players all the time. It's an intimate setting, I would say, for sports. It's that romance right there. That's what basketball is, a romance, because it's so intimate, really. Football, is all over the place. It's 1,000 folks on the squad, whatever, but basketball is more intimate. Before you get to this question, I've never played sports. I don't know nothing about it. I'm just last night we played in Mobile, and I didn't have any staff to go with me. I had to do the scorebook myself. It was the funniest thing ever you could see. I was calling down to the bench to my players. Was that a 2 or 3? Is that a foul? Who made it? They were so tickled. They were so tickled at me, but I got it done. Once I got the hang of it, I got it done.
Kimberly, can I poke the sleeping bear here?
Yeah.
Okay. Why haven't you gotten the support from the city concerning the team?
So, first of all, and I'm working on this right now with a council person to see how this can help others. I can say I had 7 council people. Season 3, they supported me. They really did. Part of it is because I didn't know what I was doing when I first got the team. I knew the basics. I have the ideas. I'm a creative, but I didn't know. Like, I would ask questions like, well, I have a business license, but it's for consulting and promotions. Like, shouldn't I have a different license for having a sports team? You see what I'm saying? Nobody really could answer that. When I had to go, they didn't even know how to classify me in the system at first. So I don't know how sports teams were functioning before, we did. I don't know how they did it. I guess they just kept their basic license, but that ain't cool because the licensing is extremely expensive. And if you're not bringing in any money, you can't really afford that. You see what I'm saying? So it's twofold: the lack of knowledge on my end, and they just don't do that here. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, we had a councilman, Bertram Miller. I miss him so much. Ironically, I'm married to his little cousin today. But when I was about 20, 21, I worked for Head Start. I was a preschool teacher aide. And so I would be off in the summer. And Bertram and my mom went to school together, so they were cool. And he still stayed in the neighborhood, so he would come over to our neighborhood and visit my mom and my grandma. And he was like, "Ken, what you doing this summer besides sitting here going out with your friends?" I was like, "Then trying to see," because I've always worked in entertainment, so I was just usually a record label will pick me up. I might go stay somewhere else during the summer, like in Georgia or Texas, to work. So I didn't really want to do a lot of traveling, because I would have had to leave my daughter and all type of stuff. So Bertram was like, "Well, I'm working on trying to bring these semi-professional teams to the city. You should come and learn how to do that, because you can incorporate your entertainment knowledge into this and help book halftime entertainment, stuff like that." I said, "Okay." So Bertram Miller was one councilman that fought there, and he bought several teams here. It wasn't the city at that time. It was the people in the city. Semi-professional sports it's not big enough for them.
Okay. So, and I don't mean to cut you off, but according to you, we've had some dealings with professional league since 1946.
1947. Now, I don't mean to interrupt, to the point where you remember the G League is nothing but the NBA D League, right?
Okay.
Y'all know that's the same thing. They just changed the name. The D League was here in Birmingham. It didn't survive.
Okay, but my question then, was there not information that was stored so that the information could be privileged to you concerning?
No, because I didn't. I was 20, 21 years old, and I really just didn't think I was going to. I'm just being honest. I went studying Bertram. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool thing to do. I did. A couple of teams that came, they paid me to book their halftime entertainment, help getting their dance girls, all that type, help with promotions. But other than that, I didn't learn nothing else because I didn't care. I taught preschool, and I made my money working for Rough Riders. I worked for 8 Ball and MJG doing some work before. I was on tour with Juvenile. I wasn't studying them folks. I did work with Lil Jon. You think I was studying what Bertram was talking about? I wasn't studying no basketball. I didn't know anything about sports, so I definitely wasn't studying it. I wish I would have paid attention then, but I was young. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole total different administration. I'm 43 now. That was 20-something years ago. 20 years ago.
So you really got in it green, and like you said, I'm assuming during that time it wasn't anywhere you could go downtown and get information, or it wasn't a resource readily available that you knew of that you could get information from about. So I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I get it. I get it. Okay. Steve?
So I guess we've been here for 4 years. So was I guess, and I think this is the point that Lovejoy was really trying to get to. So was there anybody else besides Bertram really trying to help push this initiative in the city that could have helped you out? Do we have help from the mayor? Did we? I mean, the only reason I heard about you guys is because of James Fred.
Yeah, because he films a lot of stuff for me. He's like the best. But William Bell.
Wait. Back that up.
I said, Fred, hey, James is the best. Anytime I call him, he finds a way to help me out.
Steve, can we edit that part out? I know it's live, but can we edit that part out?
See?
He went blank on you.
I'm all right there.
I'm joking.
We joking.
But yeah, William Bell, he was very supportive. Bernard Kincaid was very supportive. Of course, Richard Arrington was very supportive. But in my time being around, William Bell was super supportive with the teams when I was working with Bertram. It was somebody else. I want to say Larry Langford. Most mayors were. I mean, nobody understands the dynamic of semi-professional sports for real, unless it's connected to the NBA or the NFL. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if it's not connected to them, they don't see the purpose of it. You know, I've always worked for nonprofits. Head Start was a nonprofit. I was at the Firehouse Ministries for 5 years. Now I work for, it's not a nonprofit, I work for A&M, but I work for a grant program doing community work. So that's what I'm about. So anything that I do as I got older, I realized I really loved helping people and finding creative ways to allow people to become better. And so when we got this team, you know, I kind of fell in my lap. I was really just trying to help a homeless kid. And I ended up with this team. Huh?
You was helping a homeless kid and you got a team. Okay, go with this story. I need to hear this story. Go ahead.
So during that time at the shelter, we were having an influx of youth coming in. They were aging out of foster care. And so, I mean, these folks were literally coming from all across the state, just dropping kids off at the front of the firehouse when it was on 3rd Avenue, just dropping them off and leaving them and not telling them anything. So we got a group of young Black guys that came in, and they were pretty much distraught. They didn't know what to do. And I had a kid around their age, so I was just like, hey, they was like, they'll probably, you know, connect with you a little more, talk to them. So I would talk to them all the time. And as we, you know, built a rapport with them as I did, I would ask them, okay, so what are our goals? What did you want to be before anything happened to you? So we would talk. It was only one. I expected everybody to say a rapper, NFL player, something like that, because I usually get that from the grown men. So I just knew the kids was gonna do it. But it was only one. He said he wanted to play in the NBA. He had the height. He was athletic. He was smart. I said, I don't know if I can get you an NBA, but I bet you I can get you on somebody's court. Because I remembered the ABA, and there was a team here, but it was dormant. So I reached out to that guy. He was telling me the issue. He didn't have support. So things transpired. Talked to the league. I don't know what was going on between him and them. That is neither here nor there, and that is none of my business. But they end up calling me at my job, asking me, don't stop laughing, asking me to would I like the team, because the market evidently in Birmingham hadn't been reserved, even though it was a team here. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to do with it. So I was like, no. I said, but thank you for asking, and hung up the phone. I got an email 2 days later from the owner of the league. Look, we've Googled you. We see the work you've done. You've received awards from the NAACP. You've done this. We also see you have a little history in entertainment. And just think about how can you use this to better your community, since you're community driven. So I thought about it. I said, if I get the team, this is all I was thinking about. I could put that little boy on the team. That's all I thought about.
Wow.
So I was like, well, I said, let me see what your contracts look like. So they sent me a contract. I called them and said, I am not interested. You all Google me. You think I got them many zeros? They was like, oh, we sent you the wrong contract. They sent me another one. Numbers looked a little better, but I told them I still didn't want to pay that. I said, let me tell you this. I promise, if you come with a good number, because I had a little money to invest, I said, and it's close to what I have, I'll get the team for what I have. I said, and then I recruit you 2 to 3 teams in the next 2 years.
Wow. So I'm just that to me, it's amazing that this just got dropped in your lap.
It did. And next thing I know, I signed the contract, sent the money, and called my husband, say, hey, babe, we on the team. And he was like, what you say? I said, we on a semi-professional basketball team. Aren't you excited? He was like, what did you do? I said, I didn't spend any of your money. I said, mine.
So let me ask you this. How can, now that we have this other team, this G League team, how can we support you with the Magic City Surge going forward?
Well, this is our 4th year, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I almost didn't even come back. I did not come back, but I had to remember that because it was kind of embarrassing, you know, even people that I thought really cared, they would support the squadron before they would support me. It just hurt. You got to keep in mind, guys, it's always, unless we have to play at Bill Harris Arena, and please know we're working on it, that's when you're going to have to pay more than $10 to get in the game. But we don't charge adults number 10, and all children 17 and under are always free. Because see, our kids in the community can't pay $20 for a child and $35 for a parent to go to a squadron game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Well, and don't say that. And I've met with them. I've talked to them. We're actually gonna start, however long they're here, playing our season opener before their home season opener. Our home season opener gonna be the same place, the same day. But even then, the tickets that the children will have to pay for, I'm gonna have people sponsor those tickets so them kids can get there.
Okay. Where
you can't afford that.
Okay. Got you. Where can we see you guys? I mean, when does the league play? When is the season? When can we?
So the season has already started. We are now. How does that go? I don't know how you do it, but we've lost 2 games and won, which is very unusual for us. We're usually always in the top 20, but we're coming back from COVID. Guys are still, we got a couple of new guys, so guys are still learning how to mesh. It's just a lot. But we play Saturday on the 11th at East Pinson Valley Rec. And it's our Christmas game that we do every year. And that game is free for everybody.
Okay. All right. You said Pinson Valley?
Yeah, East Pinson Valley. It's the gym at Jeff State.
Oh, okay.
Got you. Got you. Right.
I'm sorry.
She used a good government name.
Right.
So, you know, I appreciate the Park and Rec because they have been so helpful. Since we've connected. You know, I told them, look, we don't have any lots of money this season because we didn't, we coming back from COVID. We're barely surviving. Giants know every season our fellas have new uniforms every year. Like, people be like, can y'all wear that uniform? Like, no, y'all don't look. Every season our guys have on new uniforms. We don't do that. We treat our guys with excellence.
Awesome.
Our goal is for them to be able to live their dreams out loud as they're walking into their purpose. Wow. So we had guys that, I want to play basketball. What else can you do if you don't want to play basketball? And they figured it out while they with us. So now we had a guy say he wanted to be a coach. Now he's our head coach. And now he's assistant athletic director at the school. Had one guy used to love to sing. Y'all, he was singing so doggone much. But guess what he's doing now? He ain't just playing with us. He on the road, Ricky Smiley sometimes singing.
Okay.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Marco?
Huh?
Was that
DP?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I ain't
yes.
on the road. All right.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you one more question before we get out of it, because we got to start shutting the show down. Where can people, besides the Facebook page, and I need to put a Facebook page back up, James, so people can see it. How can people contact or get information about the surge?
Okay, they can just simply go to our website, www.magiccitysurge.com, and you can find information on me, information on the team. I have not put their pictures up there yet. I'm so sorry. I do most of this stuff myself.
Mm-hmm.
I have asked people, could you volunteer an hour a week to help me? Nobody wants to do that. People don't want to help. But next year is our 5-year anniversary. I'm going to switch some things up. We're rebranding. And James already know how we do it. Like this season, I just been chilling. James know how we do it, so it's back in full effect for season 5.
Okay.
So James, get ready.
I'm ready.
Miss Kim, Miss Kim Clark, thank you so much.
Thank
The
you so
owner, I love to say that, the owner of the Magic City Surge, Miss Kim Clark, thank you so much for being on with us and letting us know that we already got a basketball team here in Birmingham, and we want people to go out and support you, and that they're going to be finding out through this show more and more people. So we want to thank you for coming on with us. All right, Miss Kim.
All right, thank you so much. You all have a great night.
You too.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Man, Lovejoy. Well, there you go.
There you go.
I thought I got rid of him. I ain't trying to get rid of you, James. Lovejoy. I mean, for real.
Man, hey.
Then he called you James. Wow.
I know, right? Just all the insults tonight. Just all the insults. Yeah, man. I'm so glad we had a chance to get it on, so that Birmingham knows that we already have a team, man. Nothing against the squadron or whatever thing, but we have one that's owned by a black woman, and so I think that story needs to be ran more and more. Guys, is there anything else tonight? Because it was a random show tonight. We didn't get to talk about Omicron. We didn't get to talk about white on white crime in Michigan. We can talk about that next time.
We can always talk about white on white crime.
I thought we were gonna let them do what they do. There ain't none of our business. We ain't got no dog in that.
We really don't, but we can talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is,
we can point at it and go, ha ha.
I'm gonna say one thing, man. They saw the signs of this white boy flipping, and they did nothing about it, man.
Yes, they did. His parents went and bought him a gun.
Nothing to help him not flip out. But once again, they can get away with the crazy.
The caucasity of it all, Steve.
The crazy caucasity is going to be what they give him. And then you see they apprehended him with no problem at all, right?
Nope.
Okay, so here's my question for next week then. The same way that they want to hold black mothers and stuff accountable for the black youth of today, why are we not holding white mothers and white families accountable for their children shooting up schools?
Well,
we can talk about that next week.
I can say about that, but I can't
say that again. It was too many people talking.
How dare you suggest that, Mario?
How dare I suggest
the audacity for you to
the negrosity of it all?
How dare you?
How dare me?
Boy?
Yeah, yeah.
So I will say this. I've been following it. The DA for Michigan, is it a he or she? It's a she. She bought that fire. She's charging the parents.
Yeah,
good.
She bought that. She bought that smoke, dude. She's good. all over the parents, dog. But anyway, we're gonna say that for next week.
Could not exist without a parent behind that.
Come on, man.
Come on, all of these shooters that we've had at these schools, have been white people, and they've had parents that supported that mindset.
Well, except for the crazy Negro who ran his car into the folk at the parade or whatever.
Well, different ball game. That's a whole different ball game. That's a mental that dude is mentally ill, and
they're all mentally ill, bro.
Well, they are, but this mental illness coming from those white children shooting up schools is a bred mentality. It's,
Oh, yeah, we'll
you
talk
know,
about that. We'll talk
yeah,
about
we
it.
talk. Okay, yeah, we getting into it. Yeah, Bo, we've been in here an hour now.
We've been all in here for an hour and 30 minutes, y'all. We want to. Hey, look. Let me say this. For Black Guy Show watchers, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
Y'all hanging tough with us.
Y'all
man.
hang tough with us, even we don't mean to go this long, man.
But go to YouTube and hit the subscribe button, man. What's wrong with y'all? Tony, what's wrong with your hand? What's wrong with your
Man, leave it alone. I'm already self-conscious about it. Come on, man. Leave me alone. You see, I'm trying to even it out. My fingers look all crazy, man. Look like I'm a fish.
Oh
The
my
fin has
God!
been
Thank you for
separated.
sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Hey Jay, you can catch
Right,
us
Jay, you
next
came
time.
in on the
There
very
goes
end.
Jay
of the
Mack. What's up, Jay?
Man, yeah, you gotta watch the show
man.
back. It was a good show back. All right, y'all, put your fours up. And then
Tony having
does
a
it.
problem with his fours, y'all. I don't know what's
This is hey, look, this
Something
Tony
going
four
on.
right here. Hey man,
Well,
we want to
my
appreciate
middle
you.
Hey, you can't talk, McNenna. You on an iPad first generation. You don't even have a picture up, so you can't talk. You probably typed that one about 30 minutes
and
ago.
you ain't
Now
even
it's
changed my
coming in.
mom's government name off of there.
Oh,
You got her
Jesus.
whole Southern Belle government name. I mean, you know that's a
All right,
40s 50s name, Southern.
all right, y'all. We appreciate
All
y'all.
right, four
Black
black guys.
guys. Y'all watch, y'all share. We'll check y'all next week.
Even that's the form. Look at that.
What?
It's,
That's because you
That's
flicked
better
it.
on mine right there. This
Boom.
hand right here got issues.
man, I'm
Why
just
is
like
it-
Mario.
That's why I started doing this because my
Okay.
fours look thick.
That's what we're doing.
All right, we out.
Bring
y'all.
them together, baby. Oh, that looks good. Look at that.